AI.
An AI.
AI.
Personalized AI.
AI.
Billions of different AI agents.
Start learning about AI, and I'm going to share how you can use AI to improve your life right now. While it's not a magical genie that can do everything, but it's probably the most important technology of the 21st century. In just a few years, it's going to transform everything about how we live and work. And that's why it's crucial to learn how to use it today. Now, what model of AI to choose is up to you. The market is always changing, it's evolving rapidly. Some models can get ahead of the others all of a sudden. But at the moment, I prefer Claude from Anthropic to every other model there is. It's more mature, so to speak. Conversing with ChatGPT feels like talking to a high school student, while Claude gives you Ivy League valedictorian vibes. It's bloody smart. I even pay for the premium version, $20 a month, but you can use it for free. So the first step before conversing with the large language models, before conversing with AI, is to feed it the information about your life. What's your current goal? What you're working on? What's your living situation? It needs to know the context. And you can even go further and ask AI to give you some questions for it to better understand you. For example, I told it that I want to be a technology founder, to have my own startup, and to have a huge personal brand. And if you feed enough information, enough context, it can help you improve your life. So let's start with everyday stuff that just makes life a little bit easier. First use case, it can check your grammar, especially if you write some long pieces of content or messages. You can just feed it into AI, and in 10 seconds, it's going to give you a better version of what you wrote. The next thing you might use it for every day is making decisions. For example, I made a decision recently. I bought a new laptop. And to weigh the options I have, I asked Claude, I have this option for this price and this option for this price. What's better? Instead of going to Google or watching the same reviews for hours, I just asked AI and it compared it in seconds. I also use AI for content recommendations, books, podcasts, Twitter accounts even. It can find the content you will want to watch in seconds, better than any YouTube recommendation stuff. The more conversations you have with it, the more precise it's going to be with its recommendations. For example, if you want to become a technical founder, it's going to recommend you books according to your goal, 0 to 1 or a hard truth about hard things or something like that. So I use it every time when I need to find some new content. Now let's get to where AI truly excels. It's the most patient, the most precise teacher. It can test your knowledge and identify the gaps you have in your understanding. And that's maybe the most powerful use case for it. It can explain unfamiliar concepts pretty quickly and pretty neatly. For example, I stumbled upon recently an unfamiliar term, the traveling salesman problem. And out of habit, I googled it first. And Google served me just some slop. Then I asked AI to explain it to me and got my answer in 3 seconds. And that's the irony we now have. The artificial intelligence is a lot more human-like than human-generated content. Because the human-made content in Google search is made for search engine optimization. That's why when we Google something, 9 of 10 times we get served just SEO slop. Human-written content, long-ass articles about nothing. I swear, using AI to gain knowledge is a lot better than Googling. It's a lot more time efficient. It can also make some learning roadmaps for you. For example, when I needed to learn JavaScript, a programming language, I asked AI, I have such and such resources, such and such courses, what should I pick? And what topics should I dive deeper into? And it conducted a whole roadmap, step-by-step plan of how should I learn it. And then I used it to test my knowledge. Just ask it to make a small test of 10 questions on the topic you learned, just to make sure you got it. The next use case is programming. No matter if you're a seasoned programmer or just starting, everyone uses AI because it's convenient, and there is nothing to be ashamed of. It can work in any coding language. For example, it can debug stuff for you. It can even debug your factorial base, or give you Minecraft advice, I don't know. And it's pretty convenient. If you made some mistake, you can just ask AI, what did I get wrong? And it just debugs stuff for you. It saves a lot of time and energy you can spend elsewhere, but where AI can pleasantly surprise you, but at the same time, it can make you somewhat uneasy. It's creative work. For example, it can be your thinking partner. You can get new ideas about your life and about your work for journaling or deep thinking. Maybe my favorite prompt is to ask AI to give you questions You need to ask yourself, and it will come up with interesting ideas. AI can even analyze the dreams you have at night. I recommend you to start a sleeping journal and then feed it into AI. It can analyze it better than maybe 90% of psychologists. That's a very interesting use case. You can also use it for creative work ideation. For example, when I need to write tweets or come up with new video ideas, I can ask AI. Or when I script this video, I just feed the script into AI and it improves it. And one of my favorite use cases is that AI can simulate the worldview of other people. You can ask AI to roleplay the greatest entrepreneurs, the greatest scientists, for example. So they will give you advice looking at your current situation. And that's maybe my favorite tool to play with. For example, what will Peter Thiel do in my situation? What advice would Elon Musk give me? What advice will Tobias Lütke, the CEO of Shopify, give me? You also can ask what routines they have. What are their habits, beliefs, routines? All this stuff. You can just get it from AI in seconds. And that's how I've been using AI. It's my favorite tool for everyday tasks. The quote is always opened on a third of my screen. While there's downsides to it, for example, it can't give you a real-time information, but its capabilities are rapidly expanding. Huge progress has been made in this year alone. I think artificial intelligence is the most important invention of the 21st century. It's going to change everything about how we live, and it's inevitable. I think soon we'll face a huge crisis of meaning, because the niche of what means to be a human shrinks. It can do creative stuff for you, it can do technical stuff for you, it can think for you. This will be the most important transformation our generation is going to experience. We already have artificial intelligence that are more capable than most humans. Soon we'll have autonomous cars, then autonomous robots. And the only limit is going to be our own imagination. That's all I had for today. If you want to continue to watch my videos further, click this video right now. YouTube's algorithm thinks you will like it. See you in the next one.